Iman Gadzhi, one of the most popular guy on the internet when it comes to entrepreneurship. But if I mentioned that name prior to 2023, you wouldn't have recognized it. Now I want you to ask yourself, how were you able to get to know this guy? Because you all know he blew up in 2023 with the same blueprints that Andrew Tate used, which is clipping. Mass distribution of clips of personalities on social media across all platforms. That was how Iman Gadzhi was able to harness attention and funnel all that attention back to his YouTube channel and then funnel people to buy his course. And that is how that guy made a lot of money. Millions, tens of millions of dollars. Now, around last year, Iman Gadzhi came out and announced that he became a co-owner of whop, which is a company that is really known for clipping. Now, if you've ever been on the platform whop, one thing that you're going to recognize is that you are never going to find any campaign of Iman Gadzhi. He is not running any campaign for people to clip for him. And if the co-owner of a company that is known for doing something isn't utilizing that, what does that tell you? Now I'm going to use this pen as an example for you to understand what I'm trying to tell you. For instance, I produced pen and nobody knew who I was. And then one day I came across this phone, and this phone was able to help me reach millions of people across the world. And then one day there is a company that makes 10,000s of these phones, and then I became a co-owner of it. I invested in it, and then all of a sudden I stopped using this phone that was helping me sell this. Does it make sense to you? You see, to be a part of a company or own a company and never utilize their service or product should really give you signs and alarm of what is happening. Now, before I proceed, I want you to know that Iman Gadzhi is still clipping his content. The long form content that you see on YouTube, you can go on social media now. People are still producing it. But when you come on WAP, there is nowhere to be found because he himself found problem with that. And this is Iman Gadzhi himself saying it.
I looked at what Tate did and I was like, this is genius. But only issue with him about these affiliates that are posting on your behalf. But let's say there's a narrative that you don't want to go out, a narrative that you don't like, because they'll take a 5-minute they'll take a 5-minute interview and then they clip it into 22 seconds to get the most amount of views. And I literally didn't even say that. But the benefit is that's my team, right? So I can come in and we can readjust and we can be agile and we can say, okay, that actually isn't a good representation of the brand.
You see, what they don't tell you about our clipping is that it generates a lot of views. It does a lot of views, guaranteed views. If you give me a budget of $10,000 right now and you tell me you want to run a campaign on WAP, I can guarantee you 10 million views, solid. I know this for a fact. I can guarantee you. If it doesn't happen, I'll give you your money back. But what you need to understand as a coach is that even if you generate these views, do you benefit from it? And even if you benefit from it, does it help you in the long run? Now, if you are someone watching this video and you don't know how the operations of clipping campaigns on WAP runs, I'm going to run you through it. You see, when you deposit a budget into a campaign, there are going to be thousands of clippers. And these clippers that are going to work for you, 1, they don't even know who you are. 2, they've never seen your face. 3, they can speak to you directly, and you also can speak to them directly. Now let's go back to that money that you deposited into the campaign. Once the campaign is live, there are going to be guidelines and rules that you are going to set for the clippers to follow. And then you don't have to do anything. The agency that you paid is going to run everything for you. Now imagine if I am a clipper and I come across your campaign, right? I don't know who you are. This is my first time meeting you. I have free access to your content. I take your content and I edit it however I want, following your guidelines, and then I post it. And then maybe, luckily, I get views. Maybe let's say I make $20 off it. Now remember, I'm not the only one producing clips for you. There are thousands of clippers like me doing this. You see, you're going to invest a certain amount of budget into these campaigns. And then the agency is going to create a campaign and advertise it on WAP, so clippers that they don't own. And I want you to understand this. The clippers they use, they don't own. If you don't believe me, I myself, I am a clipper. I've been clipping for a year and I'm telling you these problems firsthand. I've made over $15,000 on WAP clipping, just by clipping. So what I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. The clippers are rented. So the agencies on WAP, they don't own me. I don't have any contracts with them. Wherever I see there is money, that's where I go. And if you know any clipper on WAP, he's going to tell you the same thing. There is an agency that owns them. So let's go back to the money you've invested into this campaign. Now let's assume the campaign is live. I joined the campaign, other thousands of clippers joined the campaign, and then we start clipping, following the guidelines and rules. Now, if you are lucky to set part of the rules that they should create a solely dedicated page for you, I'm going to do that. So let's say I create an Instagram page, YouTube page, and a TikTok page firstly for you. And then I start clipping, posting your content, following the guidelines. And then I get a little bit of views, and then I get paid. Probably let's say 3 weeks go by and the campaign is done. Now let's say I've posted maximum 20 clips. Thousands of clippers have also done the same thing. You have a lot of clips. Now the campaign is done. In my part, I own the account. So if I'm waiting for a month or even a week or 2 weeks and I don't see any campaign from you again, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete all your videos and then I'm going to jump to the next victim who has invested money for his campaign to be clipped. And that is the cycle that is going on WhOp. You see, we only, as clippers, I will only go to a campaign where there is money and there's milk from it. I'll just make noise for you, and then once the money is done, and maybe after 30 days, I'll just delete all your content. So let me ask you this, what do you really gain from it? Noise. And you can only do that if you're in the entertainment industry. But if you are someone who sells, information, or you're a coach and you are thinking of using WhOp to blow up or to get attention, all I'll tell you is to think twice from what I've already told you. Now if you really want to know what goes on in WhOp campaigns for personal brands that sell a certain type of information or a coaching program, I want you to watch this video for you to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Now WhOp is a great platform. If you want any kind of entertainment business, it's the best platform for you. If you have a game that you want to advertise in social media, it's the greatest platform for you. If you have a filmmaker, and you want people to see your film, you can run a massive campaign and have bunch and thousands of clippers distribute your content. If you're a musician, the best thing you can do is use WhOp clipping. But if you have a personal brand solely to sell people information, trust me, it's the worst thing you can ever do, because the only thing you're going to gain from it is to get noise. And if you have been in the online money making space, you should know there's a trend of people going viral and then they come down. And I can mention names that you already know that the relevance they have today wasn't like previous years. Okay, so at this point I've talked about a lot of problems about WhOp clipping and the problems it has for personal brands and people selling coaching programs. And you're probably wondering, well, what's the solution to all this? You see, what I found is that if you are a coach or you say any coaching program, what you need is a few amount of clippers that you can bring in-house and train them to work with you in the long run. Because you have to understand, when you're selling people things, they don't just buy instantly, especially if you are not an established brand. You have to nurture them. They have to they have to be comfortable with you, and then they have to trust you to be able to spend money with you. And with the aspect of just throwing money to just create attention once, instead of just dividing that amount of money that you put into a WhOp clipping campaign, you can find few clippers and pay them little by little to be able to focus on 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts and take care of them in the long run, to be able to grow these accounts and attract people which are going to be ideal clients for you in the long run. So for instance, if you are able to get 2 to 3 clippers and they create, let's say, 6 accounts for you, you tell them what to do, you speak to them every day, you know who you are, you know your mission, they are trying to help you get to your goal. So even if you create this account and they are getting less views, but they are working on it consistently, posting consistently, as if you are the one posting it, it's going to get to a point where if this account are generating, maybe let's say the first month they are generating 500 views each video, and then the next month it jumps to 800 views, and then the third month it jumps to 1,000 views. And what you have to understand is that all these videos are going to be curated in a certain way that is going to help you. So if you are trying to run a webinar, the videos are going to be created in a way that is going to push people into that webinar. So you can use these pages that is growing to do whatever thing that you are trying to do to your business, instead of paying random clippers that you don't know, that you don't have any access to their accounts, to just make noise for you, and at the end they can do whatever they want with your content. That is the problem when it comes to massive clipping campaigns, or when you're a personal brand that you're trying to coach people on things. So if you have any kind of coaching programs, I've already told you, and you are even thinking of running campaigns on WhOp, I've already told you the problems it comes with. But if you run any kind of entertainment business, WhOp is the best thing you can ever use. So for all my info guys, please, if you are trying to use clipping, just get people in-house to do it for you. Just get a team or some clippers that know what they are doing to help you with your content, or you get an agency that knows how to do this. So these are just some problems that I have found personally as a clipper working on WAP for almost 13 months now, and I'm trying to share the truth to people that are thinking of using it and not knowing it's never going to be beneficial to them. Yeah, it's the reason why I'm making this video. So be careful.